Hi Cancer, welcome to your message you need to hear, or the message they need you to hear, for September 26th through October 25th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to 13 Signs Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love and support as well if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Cancerian, what do we got? What is the message you need to hear, or that they need you to hear? All right, Cancer, what do we got? For Cancer, message they need to hear. 8 of Cups. All right, that's interesting. The Hermit. Page of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Death, 4 of Cups, and 3 of Cups. All right. So even though this person kind of feels disconnected from you, and they're not, if I'm honest, they're not doing well with this situation, they're still withdrawing. They're still pulling back. It could be purposeful. It could be that they're doing some soul searching here, but it also feels like they're just trying to not give in to reaching out. They're trying to kind of stand their ground and have conviction and be really, and yet there's a lot going on. Okay, so we got Virgo here, Scorpio. All right. 2 page, no, that's not a page, that's the 8 of Cups. So it's like 2 pages. Okay. 3, 8, page 4. Okay, so we got 2 4s. That's someone, yeah, okay, so that makes sense then. With the just not really doing well with the disconnect and fighting off the urge to reach out because I got to be strong, but it's this so we might, we could be dealing with someone that's just really agitated, not having very easy time with this, something that's keeping them up at night, something that's really taking over a lot of their mental energy right now, or occupying a lot of mental space. What's this Page of Cups? This Page of Cups about the World. Okay, what's this 8 of Pentacles? Two of Cups. So, not done yet, right? Not done. What's this Ace of Wands? 9 of Wands. Wow. Are they trying to prove something to you? What is going on here? What's this Death card about? It's like they're trying... Okay, all right. Hold on a minute. Queen of Wands. That could be Aries. Okay. 4 of Cups. Death card. That could be Scorpio. 3 of Cups. Yay, you. Strength. That could be Leo. Excuse me. Could be Leo. All right, hold on a minute. Here's the thing. Whatever happened, it's like they're still looking over their shoulder at you. And it's almost like they would want you to know that, I took what you said to heart, and they still care. This was a pretty significant interaction for them, but whether it's going to be a fresh start with you or them moving on remains to be seen. But this person, I feel like they have to prove something to you. You know how those people, not those people, but just like, it's been quite a long time since you've seen someone or been involved with someone, and the things that they've said or done have stuck with you, and you still find yourself trying to prove that person wrong, or whatever you do is about what that person said, like you've never gotten over something. So even if you're in a different relationship, you're still kind of reacting or doing things because you don't want to be thought of in a certain way, or you don't want to, I know this or that, like somebody accused me of this or that, and I'm not that. and your person's like, yeah, that was 3 relationships ago, and you're kind of still carrying that forward. You're still on that. So what's going on? This is kind of that. Your person would want you. They're still, even though things are done and over, it's almost like either you didn't break me, or I still value you. I'm still interested a little bit, but I'm gonna take what you said to heart, and I still have hope for the next relationship. And I just want you to know I'm happy and I'm moving on. But are they? Because why do they need you to know that? And then all of a sudden it's like, so what's the chances for you and I? It's kind of like, look, I'm over here doing this, and they're looking back at their shoulder at you, or over their shoulder at you. And you're like, okay, well, go ahead, do your thing. And then they're like, oh, hi, so would you be interested in maybe, because I could date this person over here, I could date you. Like, it just feels like they're trying to get your attention. On the one hand, what you said and the issues that came up have profoundly affected them. It's kind of an ego blow that you're not together anymore, or that you've challenged them if you are together, if you've had a row or whatever, But it's almost like it could go either way depending on what your interest level is, because they're still interested. Bottom line, there's still an interest there. There's still a connection. And I think part of it's wanting to prove you wrong. Like, they're not what you said they were, or it's not their fault entirely why you left. There's something about the ego here that they're having a real hard time accepting. So they're wrestling with it. They're going back and forth about this, and because of that, it could go either way with them on any given moment. They're still kind of really up and down about whatever has happened, whether it's a breakup, whether it's a fight, whether it's whatever. This person could go either way. So it's almost like, but when I see either way, it's like they want you to know they're moving on. Everything's fine. Hey, hi, how are you? And then all of a sudden their interest is in you again, because it never left. But maybe they saw that you moved on, so they're wanting to do the same. But then all of a sudden it's like, so what are the chances of us maybe trying again? Or like, what do you Okay. If it is not them being interested and asking for reconciliation, this is someone that has really taken to heart what you said or what has transpired. You were very pivotal and important to them, and they're really hoping to find someone of that caliber again. They've kind of been through it, but they're really hoping to find someone a lot like you again, because you were quite the fit for them. You were probably, to date, the best person they'd been in a relationship, at least in a long time. And so they really are hoping to find that again. So you've been very influential, if nothing else. If this isn't a reunion with you or them kind of reaching out, oh, hey, hi, how are you? This is someone wanting to find someone very similar to you because of who you were, what you did, what you said, how you made them feel, that sort of thing. It changed them. It had a pretty dramatic effect on them as far as changing kind of their viewpoint, or at least challenging it to where they had to figure out, well, maybe that doesn't work anymore. Maybe it wasn't like that. Even still, the fact that maybe it's a good thing. Maybe they want you to know, hey, if I ever get the chance to say this to you, which might be now, you meant a lot to me and I learned a lot, and I want you to know that I'm going to take to heart what you said. What happened, I don't take lightly, and I am aware that maybe I hurt you or this or that, but I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to work on those things, and in my next relationship is going to be better, and that's because I knew you. That's because of you that my next relationship is going to be better. So, it could be a very positive thing. It could be somebody really wanting to learn, and they'll always have a fondness for you and a special place in their heart for you and the relationship because of how much you meant to them and how much they learned from it. Could be that. If it's not that, this is someone that, again, I keep getting prove you wrong. They don't like how things ended because they don't like that they were exposed, or like that you saw them in that way. It's like an ego blow. It's like this ego thing, like, no, I'm not like that. And yet it's bothering them. It keeps nagging at them like, You know, maybe there's some truth in what they said. And so this next relationship is going to be better. This new thing, I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to do that. I'm going to, I'm not going to be this or that. What you said wasn't true. And I'm going to prove it by getting into another relationship with somebody hopefully just like you and doing things differently. Now, I don't know why they would want you to know that unless they were hoping eventually the next person they get into a relationship with was actually you. But okay. We'll just go with it. I think they regret not doing more, not being a better partner to you. That's why they kind of want you to know that, hey, I can improve, I can change, I am a good person, or I am capable of this, or I can do that. Because they regret not being able to be that with you. I got the Queen of Wands and Death here. That's transformation, but too late. Next time around, I'm going to really make it happen, but this situation is over. And as far as the potential for it, that's going to depend on you, obviously. But we got the Eight of Cups here. We got the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, but we also have Death twice and the Four of Cups. It's as if this is something that the purpose of the relationship was for you to teach them, for them to teach you, and then you go off and find different options or whatnot. But your time together is concluded because of the lessons you taught each other. But maybe that's all it is. Maybe this is something that what's done is done, and it gets to serve as a point of reflection for both of you. But it's not about reconciling because of this affinity. Like, I learned so much and I'm a better person for it because of you. That realization and affection accompanying that has its place, but it doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation. Because maybe there's just too much water under the bridge. Maybe there's just too much. It will be up to you, right? Because your life. But I think this person is better for knowing you and they know it. But the answer, for you at least, is not about reconciling with them. This is about you. What's done is done. I think they're missing you and they know they're not going to find anybody else like you for quite some time, and they regret that they weren't a better partner to you because now this opportunity with you is gone. It's over. Missed opportunity. And they're really hoping they're going to find somebody that can fill your shoes because they know that they're not the best partner. That's why, I'll work on it. But I mean, that's a tall order, That's hard to try to shore yourself up, make yourself into something you're not, just so you can get something that you don't deserve because you don't. Okay. All right. We got Three of Cups and Strength here. Okay, this is, wow. So honestly, it's like, at least as far as you're concerned, Cancer, your time with them is done because Strength and Three of Cups, good times ahead. Lots of solid, this is you being in a very good position. Your life is leveled out. Things are good. You are just fine. You're living your best life. You're good. You're good. Them, it's going to take a while for them. We got the Eight of Pentacles here. We got the Death. This is someone that's really wanting to catch up to your level, that's wanting to kind of do some quick fixes to usher someone else in because they really do like having a handler. They like having a partner. They like being in partnership. They really thrive in connection with someone. To what end? It could be because they're a taker and they need a nurturer. Or it just could be that someone has learned a lot and they really do feel joy and renewed and feel like, I've come full circle with this. I've learned a lot. I really want someone to share that with. You'll know your situation. But either way, you're good. You're good. What's this Hermit about? What's this Hermit about? The Hierophant. Yeah. This is someone that is probably trying to figure out how to be a good partner. Probably spending a lot of time thinking about stability, partnership, faith, trust, joining with someone, finding their fit, finding that affinity, especially since it walked away. Wanting to get that back, probably knowing in their heart of hearts it can't be with you, but they're sure hoping they'll find somebody just like you, because they really, in hindsight, this was something, had things been different, they would have really, yeah, they know they're not going to find somebody like you for a while. You're always going to have a special place in their heart. And if they knew then what they know now, like if they could have changed things, I think they're like, you know what, it would have been different. This is not somebody that's trying to just make themselves into something they're not, just to get you back in their good graces or whatnot. I think this is someone that's it kind of feels like they're just kind of flying blind and cart flopping and just kind of wanting some relief and of the frustration. I don't know that they understand the depth of how you feel or what's transpired. I do know that you're very important to them, but I think they think it's, I just don't think that they understand the magnitude of what this meant for you, because you're done. You're done. But they're kind of thinking that maybe they can get it back if they work on a few things. And just by, a fresh new attitude, brand new day, and, and it's like, oh, it's going to take a lot more than that, or it would have taken a lot more than that, and you're just, okay. What else for Cancer? And I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt here, because it kind of seems naive, and there's that other scenario where it's like you did mean a lot to them. If they knew then what they knew now, they sure would have treated you differently, and they're sorry for it, but they really do want to share what they've discovered with you if they can't have you back with someone else. That's fair. That, bless them. But for the other scenario where it's like, I'm going to move on, I'm going to do this and that. Oh, hey, hi, how are you? What are you doing? It's like there's so much more to it. You can't just pretend growth and change. You can't. What else for Cancerians? What else for Cancerians? But this is about, it's almost like you get to kind of watch this and let it pass you by, let it flow right on by. This is not for you to engage in at all. And I'm not talking about you keeping tabs on. I'm talking about when they come back around and kind of act like, hey, yeah, you know what? I've changed. My life is so great. What are you doing next week? I'm not going out with you. But it could be that. Like, it's kind of feigning, like, yeah, life is so good. You're like, me too. You're not special. I'm good too. No. But you're like, oh, that's great. Glad to hear it. See you later. Because this isn't for you to engage. What's done is done. Four of Cups, death. Nope. So I hope they're not coming back to try and show and make it sound like everything's good, because it's going to be wasted on you, honestly. It just, you're not there anymore. This is where you're headed now, as far as like you're just in a really good place, and it's just too bad. It's too little too late. And you know what? That's great. You're in a great place. Good luck finding someone else. I hope you do well, but it's not going to be with me. That ship has left the station or sailed or whatever. The train has sailed. That ship has sailed. Okay. All right. So 5 of Wands. All right. Stepping into a new situation, being assertive. That also could be indicative of the drama and the bickering and just never being on the same page with this person, hence the walking away. But this is all about, this is about you being assertive and bowing out and doing what's best for you, because you got all this good coming. So, drama, be gone. Instead of drama, it's about you being assertive and decisive and not being bowled over, not being impressed or pushed over or swooned by them coming back in and saying all the right things or trying to act, charming and whatnot. This is, it's not going to work this time. You have a different mindset, a different perspective, and for the Cancerians I'm reading for, you're just in a really good place. You're loving life right now. You feel solid, you're happy, you're stable, everything is working in your life right now, and it hasn't been that way for a while. So with the exodus of this situation, it's giving you a newfound, like, a purpose to being assertive. Not just because you got a chip on your shoulder, but you're like, no, I'm not going back there. I'm going to stand my ground on this one because I'm going to protect this. So this is about being assertive and leaving the drama behind. All right. What else for Cancerian? Oh dear. Yeah. Self-worth. Yes. Yay. Okay. Yeah. Leaving that drama behind. I don't want any part of that. Gonna guard this with my life, and because I am worth it, I have been there. The death rate, that's not an easy process. When going through hell, best to do it quickly, right? Not an option. So this is a slow, laborious, painful, this is like a Saturn return. You get kicked in the gut and you're dry heaving in the corner. You come out of it better for it, but it's hell going through it. So this is a slow, laborious process. Because of that, there's transformation, and oftentimes it's painful. And when you come out of it, you've got this newfound self-worth and assertiveness that you are not going to be taking part in anything that's even remotely connected to that again if you can help it. Because this is not just like, yeah, I'm sad, but then next weekend you go somewhere and you're fine. This is crawling across the floor, scraping your knees up and trying to, this is rough. All right. And because of the time it took and the pain and the growth and all of that, this is not sacrificed easily or compromised easily. There's just this newfound, it's like the door becomes part of the wall. You're not the same person you were before. So you're not going to do the same things. The same things aren't going to appeal to you. You're going to see right through someone's BS, that sort of thing. And that's what this is, seeing through the BS. To be fair, maybe they're not trying to come back and con you. Either way, no matter their intention, that ship has sailed. You're in a very good place right now. What else for Cancer? And you don't want to lose that or compromise it, lose any ground. And if I may, it's almost like, this is just so solid. And if they were to come back kind of wobbly and shaky and fresh out of this new awareness, like, hey, I worked on something, I'm a different person. You're like, oh, it's not that easy. You would again fall back into the same pattern of taking care of them and coaching them and guiding them and helping them. And then because of that, they'd fall into the same pattern of being kind of less than and needing to be handled and managed and this and it would be all for naught. Because you two would go right back into the same old behavior patterns that you had. So it's just best to kind of give a nod to each other and be like, yep, glad you're doing good. Glad to hear it. I'm going to go. No, nothing more needs to be said. That's it. What else for? I can't see. Wow. Orbs of light, spirit realm. Okay. So that speaks to divine intervention, synchronicity. All this death right here, this transformation, this is what has come out of it. It was, you have had spirit watching you and having your back because you've been through it. But this is all about being divinely guided and protected. And I think you know that. That's why you're not willing to compromise. You've been through too much to sacrifice anything about reconciliation or even finding someone similar. This isn't even about you being in another relationship. This is just you living your best life right now. Kudos to you for that. It's where you should be. We should all be so lucky, right? What else for Cancerian? What else for Cancer? What else for Cancer? Alright. Hermit reverse. There's Hermit right there. Ooh, Empress. Okay, so this is being done with the soul searching. You're like, I got this. I know this now. I don't need to spend any more time on this issue. I am taking care of myself. This is this right here. The Three of Cups and the Strength. Living your best life. Stepping into your own power. Thriving. Coming alive. discovering like a connection with spirituality and just others around you, and just a love of life like you haven't had in a long time. No more soul searching. You're square on how you feel and what you've done, what you want, where you've been, all of that. Doesn't need to spend any more time. This person, however, they're that's where they're at. You're not. You're not on their journey. This is you stepping into your own power and thriving. Right there. All right. I thank you for stopping by, Cancer. I hope this was helpful. And this just feels so good. This right here, this little pocket right there. It's like I feel like you need like a big old bubble around it, because it's just such a good energy. I hope it stays with you for quite some time, because you've certainly, you stepped into that by the choices you've made. This didn't just happen to you. You've earned this placement. So good for you. Enjoy it. You just feel really grounded and solid. All right. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.